starring Donald Sutherland, Elliot Gould, Tom Skerritt, Sally Kellerman, Robert G. Wood.
Underneath all those classic laughs in MASH lies a reality cold enough to freeze your blood. Decades later, the sitcom magic is dead. Behind the cameras were broken, ruined lives. One actor spent years in agony, silently crushed by terminal illness. Others were discarded by Hollywood, decaying in total isolation. And one final story will haunt you once the brutal truth of their last days is revealed. Whose tragedy was the most ruthless? Comment below. The man who became the soul of MASH also had to quietly battle Parkinson's disease throughout the final years of his life. Alan Alda, born on January 28, 1936, was 36 years old when he took on the role of Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce, the role that defined his entire career. Throughout 256 episodes, his sharp humor, emotional depth, and anti-war spirit turned Hawkeye into one of television's most unforgettable characters. But while the show made him a global star, the pressure behind the scenes gradually affected his personal life. Long filming schedules, along with writing and directing episodes, kept him away from home for months at a time, leaving his wife, Arlene, to carry most of the responsibility of raising their 3 daughters alone. Alda later admitted that fame often came with emotional distance within the family. Many years later, his life changed again after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2015. Following years of struggling with stiffness and physical decline. Today, at the age of 90, Alan Alda continues to host podcasts and write books, proving that even after illness and decades of pressure from Hollywood, the humanity behind Hawkeye Pierce has never truly faded. His current net worth, fee, is estimated at around $50 million. When MASH became one of America's most successful television shows in 1972, Loretta Swit, born on November 4, 1937, was 34 years old when she took on the role of Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan, the strict yet deeply emotional head nurse of the 407 7th Unit. Over the course of 239 episodes, she transformed the character from a simple stereotype into one of the most respected and complex women on television. But behind the fame, her personal life was filled with pain and loneliness. Her long relationship with composer Charles Gross gradually fell apart under the pressure of success and conflicting ambitions, leaving her emotionally exhausted. Years later, her marriage to actor Dennis Houlihan also ended painfully in 1995. After years of distance and tension. Meanwhile, Hollywood's obsession with the nickname Hot Lips made her feel trapped in an image she could never fully escape. As she grew older, serious joint problems gradually limited her mobility and led her away from acting to pursue quieter passions such as painting and animal rights activism. Sadly, Loretta Swit passed away peacefully in 2025 at the age of 87, leaving behind an estimated fortune of around $4 million. Even though millions of viewers called her Hot Lips for decades, what is the one thing you will always remember most about Loretta Swit? Leave your comment below. Wayne Rogers, born on April 7, 1933, was 39 years old when he quickly became a fan favorite with the role of Trapper John McIntyre, the charming and impulsive surgeon whose sense of humor helped define the show's early seasons. His chemistry with Alan Alda helped turn MASH into an overnight television phenomenon. But behind that success, Rogers struggled with frustration and emotional instability. His first marriage gradually fell apart because of growing distance and rumors of infidelity, leaving behind deep resentment that haunted him for years. Even his later long-lasting marriage faced pressure from constant work, financial ambition, and complicated personal issues that he later regretted. His sudden departure from MASH shocked audiences and led to painful legal battles that drained both his energy and his passion for Hollywood. Although he later rebuilt his life through business investments and television commentary, the emotional scars never completely disappeared. Sadly, Wayne Rogers passed away in 2015 at the age of 82 due to complications from pneumonia, leaving behind a legacy far greater than the role that made him beloved across America. Wayne Rogers' net worth before his death was estimated at around $75 million. He left the series to pursue greater success, only to eventually watch his career decline in heartbreaking fashion. McLean Stevenson, born on November 14, 1927, was 44 years old when he brought warmth and humor to the role of Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake. His gentle leadership style and awkward charm quickly made Henry one of the most beloved characters in the series. But behind the laughter, Stevenson's personal life was filled with disappointment and emotional instability. He married 3 times, but each relationship gradually fell apart under the pressure of relentless ambition and constant insecurity about his career. The divorces left him deeply lonely, and not having children became a quiet sorrow he rarely spoke about publicly. Believing he could become a major television star, Stevenson made the risky decision to leave MASH while the show was at the height of its popularity. Sadly, his later shows failed to achieve the same success, and each cancellation damaged his confidence even more. Years of stress, regret, and declining health gradually weakened him. In 1996, McLean Stevenson suddenly passed away from a heart attack at the age of 68, leaving behind a career forever tied to the tragic legacy of Henry Blake and an estimated fortune of around $8 million. When MASH premiered in 1972, Larry Linville, born on September 29, 1939, was 32 years old when he became widely known for the role of Major Frank Burns. The bitter and insecure surgeon audiences loved to hate. His performance brought much of the tension and dark comedy to the series during its early years. But off-screen, Linville's personal life was filled with instability. He married several times, including actress Kate Geer, but his relationships repeatedly fell apart under the pressure of career frustration and emotional exhaustion. As Hollywood increasingly cast him in unpopular roles, acting opportunities became more limited, and financial pressure created constant arguments within the family. Friends later admitted that years of playing Frank Burns began to affect Linville emotionally, leaving him isolated and deeply insecure about the future. That pressure followed him through multiple divorces and long periods of loneliness. Later, his health rapidly declined after doctors discovered a malignant tumor beneath his breastbone in 1998. Painful surgeries and complications weakened him physically until he passed away in 2000 at the age of 60, leaving behind one of television's most unforgettable villains. Larry Linville's net worth before his death was estimated at around $4 million. Harry Morgan was born on April 10, 1915, and was already 60 years old when he took on the role of Colonel Sherman T. Potter, the tough yet compassionate commander who brought stability and warmth to the 4077th Unit. Across 168 episodes, his calm leadership and fatherly sense of humor turned Potter into one of the most respected characters in the series. But behind the scenes, Morgan's personal life carried many years of pain and emotional struggle. His 45-year marriage to Eileen Detchen endured decades of Hollywood pressure, financial hardship, and periods of depression connected to alcohol abuse during the early years of his career. Her death in 1985 left him devastated after a lifetime together. He remarried Barbara Bushman in 1986. But the relationship became troubled and publicly strained after a heated argument led to his arrest in 1996. As he grew older, recurring illnesses and physical decline gradually weakened him. By his 90s, pneumonia and exhaustion had left him increasingly frail. Sadly, Harry Morgan passed away peacefully in 2011 at the age of 96. Leaving behind one of television's warmest father figures and an estimated fortune of around $10 million. For many MASH fans, Harry Morgan was not just an actor. He felt like the image of a kind and caring father figure for an entire generation of television viewers. What moment of Colonel Potter do you remember the most? Born with a congenital condition that left him deeply insecure for many years, he ultimately became one of the most beloved legends in American television history. Gary Berghoff was born on May 24, 1943, and was only 29 years old when he took on the role of Walter Radar O'Reilly, the shy yet lovable clerk, whose innocence became one of the most touching parts of the series. Appearing in 174 episodes, Radar's quiet kindness and youthful charm made him unforgettable to millions of viewers. But behind the fame, Berghoff struggled with deep insecurity caused by Poland syndrome, a condition that left several fingers on his left hand severely shortened. Constantly appearing on camera and living under public attention made him feel vulnerable throughout his career. His first marriage to Janet Gale ended under the pressure of fame, emotional distance, and the exhausting demands of television success. His second marriage to Elizabeth Bostrom also faced years of strain, as long periods apart because of work and growing self-doubt gradually damaged the stability of the family. By the late 1970s, Berghoff was emotionally exhausted and left MASH, later admitting that the pressure had become too overwhelming to endure. Today, at the age of 83, he lives a quiet life away from Hollywood, mainly focused on painting and wildlife conservation. Gary Berghoff's current net worth is estimated at around $6 million. David Ogden Stiers was born on October 31, 1942, and was 34 years old when he joined the cast as Charles Emerson Winchester III. A brilliant but arrogant surgeon whose intelligence and emotional depth quickly transformed the series. Unlike the characters before him, Winchester gradually revealed compassion beneath his pride, making him one of the show's most complex characters. But behind the elegance and powerful voice, Stiers carried loneliness throughout most of his life. For decades, he kept his sexuality hidden out of fear that Hollywood would reject a gay actor associated with family television. That secrecy isolated him emotionally and damaged his confidence, preventing him from having the stable personal life many of his co-stars enjoyed. Although he later found success through voice acting in projects such as Beauty and the Beast and Star Trek: The Next Generation, the loneliness never completely disappeared. In 2017, his life changed again after being diagnosed with bladder cancer. The disease progressed rapidly, weakening him physically and ending much of the voice acting work he loved. David Ogden Stiers passed away in 2018 at the age of 75, leaving behind an estimated fortune of around $8 million. When MASH became one of television's most successful series, Jamie Farr, born on July 1, 1934, was 38 years old when he took on the role of Maxwell Klinger, the desperate corporal famous for wearing women's clothing in hopes of getting discharged from the army. Originally intended as a small comedic role, Klinger unexpectedly became one of the most beloved characters in the entire series. But beyond the laughter, Farr's real life carried many years of pressure and instability. His marriage to Joanne Richards, whom he married in 1963, went through difficult financial periods, especially after a failed real estate investment pushed the family to the brink of bankruptcy in the 1980s. That pressure created tension within the household, as Farr struggled to rebuild his career while raising children and protecting his family from public embarrassment. Years of physical comedy and demanding filming schedules later contributed to severe rheumatoid arthritis, leaving him in constant pain and forcing him to reduce his acting work. Despite those hardships, Farr continued appearing on television, radio, and live events with remarkable resilience. Today, at the age of 92, Jamie Farr still occasionally appears in public and remains one of the most recognizable and beloved faces from MASH. Jamie Farr's current net worth is estimated at around $6 million. When Mike Farrell, born on February 6, 1939, joined the cast at 36 years old as B.J. Honeycutt, he brought a calm and compassionate presence to replace Trapper John. His gentle humor and warmth quickly turned B.J. into one of the most respected characters in the series. But behind that success, Farrell's personal life was far more difficult than fans realized. His first marriage to Judy Hayden, which lasted nearly 20 years, gradually fell apart because of demanding filming schedules, professional stress, and disagreements over family responsibilities. As MASH reached the height of its fame, Farrell also became deeply involved in directing and political activism, leaving him frequently exhausted and away from home for long periods of time. The marriage ended in 1983, leaving him emotionally devastated, even as his career continued to thrive. 1 year later, he married actress Shelley Fabares, who brought greater stability to his life. Today, at the age of 87, Mike Farrell remains active in humanitarian work and is considered one of the most respected voices still connected to MASH, with an estimated fortune of around $6 million. William Christopher was born on October 20th, 1932, and was 39 years old when he took on the role of Father Mulcahy, the gentle priest whose kindness became one of the spiritual pillars of the 4077th unit, while audiences saw warmth and compassion on screen. His real life carried many years of hidden pain. Christopher's marriage to Barbara Christopher nearly fell apart during the 1970s because demanding filming schedules, financial pressure, and career instability created constant tension within the family. Even after MASH ended, Hollywood continued to trap him in religious roles, leaving him frustrated, underpaid, and emotionally exhausted as major opportunities disappeared. Friends later revealed that he quietly battled depression while trying to support his family and care for his autistic son. Then came the most devastating shock of all. After decades of smoking, Christopher was diagnosed with malignant non-small cell lung cancer in 2016. His condition declined rapidly and terribly. Within only a few months, he could barely stand or speak without assistance. Sadly, William Christopher passed away later that year at the age of 84. Leaving behind one of television's gentlest and most unforgettable souls, and an estimated fortune of around $8 million. From the laughter inside the military operating room to the deeply turbulent lives behind the scenes, the journey of the MASH cast was sometimes even sadder than the show itself. They were once faces, beloved across America, appearing every week on television screens and becoming part of the memories of millions of families. But time changed everything. Many of those stars now remain only in faded old footage, while some quietly passed away after years of battling illness and loneliness. And perhaps the most heartbreaking realization of all is understanding that not only have they grown old, but our own youth has also been left far behind. Thank you for joining us as we turned back time to revisit the legendary cast of MASH. If this series was once a beautiful part of your youth, leave a comment about the character you loved most or the episode you can never forget. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring nostalgic stories, Hollywood legends, and the stars who once helped create an unforgettable era of memories that can never return.